guys to be busy during this holiday. I don't just want you guys to be sitting, watching cartoons, Netflix, Pandora, and all of that stuff. I want you guys to keep yourself busy and read some of the books I'm going to be reviewing. So I'll do a summary of the whole story. Then I'll tell you some new words I learned. Welcome back to Aku's channel. I'm so happy to see you guys again. So today we're gonna be talking about a very interesting topic. Guess what it is? We're gonna be reviewing a book called I Am Not a Loser. So look at the book here. We're gonna be reviewing I Am Not a Loser, authored by Barry Loser. Let me tell you why I want to review this. Well, I want to be reviewing the book because I want you guys to be doing something more than watching cartoons on the TV. I want you guys to be busy during this holiday. I don't just want you guys to be sitting, watching cartoons, Netflix, Pandora, and all of that stuff. I want you guys to keep yourself busy and read some of the books I'm going to be reviewing. So now let's get to this. So I'll do a summary of the whole story. Then I'll tell you some new words I learned. Now let's get to this. So I Am Not a Loser is a book I want to review now. So it's about a boy whose name is Barry Loser. And he said that, and the book starts like this: the most exciting time of my life, the book said, is when my mom called me to the kitchen. It's when his mom called him into the kitchen, telling him about the news, about a shampoo advert called Fico's shampoo. So he had these two friends called Nancy and Bunky. So his mom asked, and his mom told him that the advert needed 3 kids. So she said she asked Barry if he and his friends can audition for the advert, which is Nancy and Bunky. So Barry started dancing, which I read in the book. Started doing a dance that his pants fell off. So he called Bunky. When he called Bunky, he told Bunky about the advert, and Bunky was so happy. Then after that, he called Nancy. But when he called Nancy, it was not Nancy that picked up, it was actually Nancy's dad. Then he hung up the call. So then after that, they went for the auditions the next day. So when they went for the auditions, they had these 2 classmates, which were Darren and Shanola. So they met them there, and they also came there auditioning for the shampoo advert. So after that, they now met a man with a clipboard who was directing them where to go. So first of all, he asked them their names. So they each gave their name. Then when it was Barry's turn, he said Barry Loser. Then the clipboard man started to laugh. Then after that, he said, "What kind of name is Barry Loser?" Then when he laughed, he had really bad breath that made Barry turn his head. So after that, he met the director, who said that the 3 kids, which were Barry, Nancy, and Bunky, were perfect for the advert. Once again, Barry did the dance that made his pants fall off with Nancy and Bunky. So they were really famous. So the next week, before they came to the advert, which we were really getting famous, they built a tent for their victory of being famous. So when they come back from the advert in the night, they can celebrate their victoriously. So when they got to the adverts, next week, the director said that he stood up all night thinking of an idea. Then he said it would be pizzazz, it would be amazing. He now said it would be skateboarding. So Barry wasn't really good at skateboarding, so not really. Then after that, since Barry was not good at skateboarding, his two friends, one of his two friends, which was Shonora and Darren, the director asked who can skateboard. Then Darren said he could. So after that, the director was like, no, Barry cannot audition anymore. So Barry was very sad, and he now walked home sad. Then after that, he went into the camp that his friends built made for when they victoriously became famous. He went in there and locked himself up. Then after that, he now realized that his friends were bug killers, and he started to like bugs. So each time he would bury some bugs if he killed them. Then he tried to protect with a woman in his school so that his friends could stop killing bugs. But Darren, who was actually one of the skateboarders for them, who took Barry's place, was trying to make them stop that. And Bunky got fleeced by a dog, and it spread to Darren, Nancy, and Barry. So they went to their school to take a shower at school, and that's how the book ended. Let me tell you some 5 things I learned. So I learned that who can also be called kill, like in the book they said. So one of the things I learned is that you can give a bug a hug. Because in the book they were trying to protest, and I saw a sign called give a bug a hug. And I never knew that bugs were so very, very, very small and tiny. I knew they were tiny, but not that small that you wouldn't see them if they are on your eyebrow. And I also didn't know that the shower can shoot you up. Maybe you're singing or you're talking, and maybe the shower will be rushing more so that you wouldn't talk or sing. So now, let me tell you some of the words I learned. One of the words I learned is pavement, and the meaning of pavement is paved surface. And another word I learned is twizzle, which means to spin. And also rucksack, which is a bag with shoulder straps. I also learned a word called cigar, and the meaning of cigar is a roll of leaf used for smoking, and also snort, to partially breathe through the nose. And I also learned one called glistering, which means shining very bright. Then I also learned another word, which is snug, to kiss and cuddle, and also barred, to intrude, like you're intruding someone, barred. And also shuffled, to lift one's feet without it clearly touching the ground. So that's all I have for you today, Akachibers, the words and the review of the book. So I was so happy to show you guys this video. So subscribe and share to see more exciting videos like this. Bye!